Hi everyone, and welcome to Sit in It for a Bit with Arne and Carlos. And we are, as always, your hosts,
Arne and Carlos.
And we are back with yet another Wednesday podcast where we will talk about everything and nothing and recap our lives here in Norway where we live. And as you can see, we're sitting in front of another window and we still have snow.
I think this one will stay.
Yeah, this snow has come to stay.
I think maybe this is the 5th snowfall or something.
4th or 5th?
4th. There should be 7 from the old days, but we're higher up, so maybe we have 5 or 4. But I don't think this one will leave.
No, I think we've got, it's a very thin layer though. It's like it's just a few centimeters, like 4-5 centimeters. I think that's about an inch of snow. And the weather's still quite nice though.
Yeah.
It's not
cold. So
and
it's nice.
we had a really nice Sunday walk.
Yeah. So
in the sun.
Yeah.
And Freya's here, Helmer's here somewhere as well. Moose.
And we took the, what you call that? The snow blower.
Yeah,
We took that out. So now it's in the garden because we want to keep a clean, like a path between the two houses, and we also want to have it clean around the greenhouse because
the elusive snowblower, we bought it last year and we haven't used it. We've done everything by hand. And Arne claims that it's impossible to use it once there's a lot of snow.
we tried when we got it, and it was so packed. So
The snow was, you step on it all the time.
Yeah, so I was just pushing, and nothing happened. And then the guy who helped us with the roof on the guest house said that when it's like that, you have to use the spade.
A spade. And so what's the point? It's like, what's
You
the point?
have to break it up and throw it into the snowblower.
Yeah.
And so this year we will start when the snow is new, because then we can keep a nice path.
And now we're debating whether there's enough snow or not to give it a go. I say give it a go. Arne says no, because we can ruin the path.
I'm so afraid of
the stones and all that.
The stone and the grass.
Yeah, so you don't want to give it a
You
go.
want to... And the earth and grass is...
But the good thing is the snowblower is out. I mean, it's come further out this time than last time. I hope that we don't wake up one morning and it's buried in snow. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen.
No, but we have the cover. We can put the cover.
Yeah, but I mean, if the whole thing is under the snow anyway, we have to dig it out. And then again, what's the point?
We can do a YouTube video on that.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can use the snowblower.
Yeah, because I've never done it.
No, you've never done it
But
before.
neither have you.
Well, I tried last year. I know how to pull that.
Yeah,
Just like a string.
So that's how far we've come. We've done this once.
Pull and then it starts.
You've done it once, and I haven't done it at all.
That could be a cool YouTube video for
how to use a snowblower.
How to use the snowblower by Carlos.
Yeah. So let's...
Or how Carlos is using a snowblower. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have a plan.
We have a plan. So, other than that, other than debating the snow, well, we've had this snow blowing debate here.
Yeah, that's like what happened this week.
Yeah, and other than that, we've been really busy, haven't we? I mean, we haven't traveled much recently. After we came back from Iceland, though, it's been really busy.
I think there's so much things going on, and I really don't know,
Suddenly the day's gone and you're and you still have 50 things to do, and it's just crazy.
And now this time of the year, I feel I have to clean up in the messy room, and that takes a lot of time. And then I find stuff that's been lying there forever, and that takes a lot of time. And then there's other stuff going on.
Yeah, and I want to do this. Moose. Freya, nej. Nej. Helmer. Go leg day. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So this time of the year, I also want to clean. I want to clean the kitchen. I want to do a real thorough clean of all the drawers and just get everything nice and shiny before we start counting down Christmas. So I really want to do that.
And I don't know, but there's things are happening all the time.
Yeah.
So and I'm doing my genealogy. That takes time, and then I finish UFOs. Takes time, and what more?
Yeah, no, there's always something to do. Sorry, the dogs are barking and it's annoying me.
But now now when I was moving stuff in the room upstairs, I found a ball of the tinsel.
That you haven't knitted yet.
that I haven't knitted yet. And it's time for it now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I forgot about this one. It
I have
was
to say,
under
though,
a
because-
pile of paper.
It's ironic though, because I think that most of the tinsel colors are really gaudy and ugly, but I actually like this one. The one that you didn't knit is the one that I like.
But I like all of them.
Yeah.
And how can you choose or pick one of your babies?
Yeah, that's true. Now the question is, Arne, shall we try to use the I-cord machine, the knitting mill?
You can
from
try it,
Prim?
but I'm not sure if that works.
Why not? I mean, it's still yarn.
Yeah, we could try.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun to do it also by hand.
Really? I don't
Well,
know.
we can try and see what happens.
Yeah, I
it
think we
works.
should try the
Yeah.
knitting mill for this. And yet another garland is going to be born. And
Yeah, so
but
now
the,
we have gold, we have white. You like them? You love.
I think the color. No, I don't.
This one is beautiful. It's black with purple and blue.
I don't. They don't. They're not for a Norwegian Christmas. You
But
know, like a Norwegian Christmas look is rustic
But this looks like
with
the
reds and
old
grays.
ones.
Yeah, but we could do. Yeah, but you know
Yeah.
where they do look good, huh?
Yeah, in the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse, we put a Christmas tree in the greenhouse.
That's,
We put all the tinsel there, and then when the sun shines through the windows, it sparkles, and I think that's actually quite nice.
yeah, but someone look. Red is very Christmassy. Look how much we got. Look at this one card. This is beautiful. It's like snow,
Yeah.
and we have green.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that. This one's nice. I like this one. I think this one's quite nice.
Okay, we're ready for Christmas.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Okay, someone has.
But I'll give you that. This one I think is nice.
Yeah.
And I think the one that you haven't knitted is not. That's hideous. Come on.
Look, this is Christmas. Very Christmassy. It's green and red. Okay. No, but I'm gonna make the last ball. Maybe
Yeah.
we have more yarn somewhere.
But try the knitting mill. I'm curious to see if. I mean, you could do a little bit on the knitting mill, and then you
I
can
will
take
try
it
that
off.
later today and see what happens.
And you can do it by hand.
Yeah.
I mean, did you bring out every UFO that you have lying around?
No.
Because the table's pretty full of stuff.
No, I
here,
just
see.
brought stuff just to see what we're doing right now. I'm working on the brioche sweater. You haven't started your yet. So
No.
The front is finished. Now I'm on the back, but it's going very slow, even if this is kind of a quick
Knit.
technique.
Yeah, it's
because-
supposed to be a quick knit, but
But there's so much other things to do. And
yeah.
then I also took out the embroideries just to show you how it's working. So
yeah, you posted that one on Instagram
Yeah.
in the weekend.
and this also I worked with this one also. It's I almost finished all the background. The what you call that? Someone said
yeah, the
argyle.
Argyle. Yeah, somebody called it the Argyles.
So this was the first. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'm finishing someone's work,
Yeah.
which I found in a thrift shop. So this is the first one.
And
This was-
originally this was just the flower, and the
with
flower,
a beige background.
and the flower was finished actually, wasn't it?
Yeah. The flowers were finished, and then there was some beige for the background.
Yeah.
And then I decided to do this houndstooth pattern. So that's the first one.
Yeah.
The second one was this one in another stitch, but this I finished
The way it was.
the way
supposed
it
to be.
should be because I thought it was kind of nice.
It is, yeah.
And then I finished our design of the mandrill.
Yeah, so this one is not
This
the
is
dead
not
lady's.
The dead lady's work.
This is Arne's work, and it's already done as a cushion.
Yeah, we just have to make the cushion. We don't have that little cushion.
Oh, this is the red that you bought.
It's the same red as on this one.
Yeah.
And then the cat. And maybe I can finish the argyle until next week. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
So that's all the work in progress at the moment. But it's coming up.
It's coming up, yeah. And
the sweater.
Yeah, and the sweater. The sweater is going slowly. Mine is I haven't even cast it on. I haven't had time.
No.
Again, we're doing so many things. I try going to do my workout, which I'm supposed to do because it's
You haven't done that
it's
either.
part of my recovery still. Even if I feel recovered now, I still have to keep going. But sometimes it just the day just goes away.
Yeah.
And oh, you have something here, some thread.
Some glitter.
Wait, let me help you. There you go. Yeah, sometimes we just I look at the clock and it's like, oh my god, I have to go get dinner started. So how did this happen?
Well, I think like this time of the year is kind of stressful because you want to finish a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you want
And you
to.
want to clean, so
And then
everything
yeah.
piles up, and when the days are so
The days are short, so by the time it starts getting dark, you feel like, I have to go and
Yeah.
relax now because the day's over. Maybe it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
And like today, it's kind of the sun is probably coming, but like this morning, it was very
Freya.
gray, and you feel it's like the sweater and long john day. You just want to cuddle up inside, be in front of the fireplace, maybe read a book or
Yeah.
listen to music or something.
Yeah, we're getting some enjoyment of our fireplace though. It's been. I've actually recently said that we love that fireplace so much that we actually built it not once but twice. Now the reason why we had to rebuild it is because of some foundation damage. But yeah, and then we go through a lot of work, hunting down the birch wood, which we finally found.
Yeah.
And I've been, but every time I light up a log, I feel a little bit guilty. I think Freya needs to go away. Freya, go away.
I don't know what she's hearing.
She's hearing something and it's annoying. Today it's annoying.
No, it's fine.
I'm getting annoyed with her. Go away, Freya. Leave me alone. Where's the moose? Go look for
No,
moose.
she's just sitting here. I feel her under the table. She's sitting with her back towards us and she's looking up in the window.
Oh, maybe you should just grab her and kick her out.
No.
Kick her out of this room.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. Poor Freya.
Poor Freya.
Yeah, we'll just let her bark at all the moose.
Yeah. I think people are used to it.
Yeah.
So it's fine. And we had some very good news this week.
Oh yeah, we definitely did.
We got a message on my telephone. The package had
You actually got an email as well.
I got an email and I got a message on my telephone. And it was a big day.
Well, first it was a big disappointment when you got the email that your record was delayed.
Yeah, and now it came. So finally we got the new ABBA record
In vinyl.
in vinyl, the ABBA Voyage. And
I actually haven't seen it. I've heard the music because we've been playing it.
yeah, but you haven't seen it. And look, this is the inside. And then the vinyl is so beautiful.
Let me take a look at the record.
Look, it's blue.
Oh wow, cool.
That is so nice. I really like this one. But then there's a small disappointment in the package. You know what that is?
What?
It said it was like this one. It was like this Kristelmerke,
Yeah, the sticker.
a sticker who said the record includes a poster and a postcard. And look, I thought this was like a poster of ABBA. This is the poster.
Oh, okay. Let me see it.
That was a little bit.
Okay, but there's something very interesting I have to say. Okay, so that.
Yeah, and then the postcard. Look at the postcard. That's kind of a little bit disappointing. I thought it was
Well, at
something.
least-
At least you can see ABBA.
At least they look their age here.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say because if you open
This
this,
is the postcard. So.
if you open this, these photographs were taken 50 years ago at least.
Probably, yeah. This must
Yeah.
be older.
If
No,
you look-
younger. Sorry.
Yeah, if you look at these, they look like they are 30 years old.
But I'm glad now we got it in our collection. I was looking through the ABBA vinyl collection and I figured out we have actually the two first records are missing. I think I gave them away when the CDs came because then I was changing some of the vinyls
Yeah,
into
and who's
CDs.
sorry now?
I'm sorry now. So the Ring, the first one, and the Waterloo, we don't have those on vinyl.
We should look for them.
We're gonna look for them, but
in,
now I know there's like a new box coming. There's the ABBA vinyl box.
Oh, okay.
All the vinyls in one box.
Yeah, but you only need 2. You're not gonna buy all
But
of
they
them.
are remastered and they are in different colors.
Okay. So if you,
Who doesn't need that in the collection?
well, maybe it'll be a birthday gift or something from me. next
Maybe
year. Or a Christmas gift.
Put that on your list.
I will, yeah. And what do you have there? You have a magazine as
I
well?
was looking for ABBA stuff because I was looking for my scrap on my press clips
Mm-hmm.
of ABBA, and I found this one. It's ABBA cartoon. The story about ABBA.
Oh.
I haven't seen this one in a long, long time, and this one came.
Oh, it's all. Yeah, it's like a cartoon.
It's drawings. It
Comic
came
book. It's a comic
after.
book.
Yeah, it came after the album. The record called The Album came.
Mm.
So the ABBA story in the cartoon. This is probably valuable now.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Very cool. So I have to find all my ABBA cuttings and organize it, and maybe we should put that in the vinyl shelf.
Yeah.
Just to have the albums, the books, everything.
Mm.
So but I have to say, when first time I heard this record, it was kind of a little bit like old-fashioned.
Yeah, I agree. But
then when you listen to it for a while, it just grows on you and it gets better and better.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's not so far it's not part of the ABBA songs like Mamma Mia, Water and all the old ones.
And I don't think they will be, but
I think they will be.
You think?
After a while, I think they will be. But it has to grow on you a little bit.
Well, what I thought when I heard it the first time, I was like, it's like they broke up 40 years ago and now they do this, and kind of like nothing happened in those 40 years. It kind of felt like that.
No, I think something happened.
No. The
music.
What I mean, the sound is the same.
Yeah, the sound is.
So it's
the
like
same.
if nothing happened, they didn't evolve because they. But then again, they did split up. So obviously, and then Björn and Benny went and did their thing, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, my thought when I heard it was like, yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like the classic ABBA from before. Nothing new and exciting, but then I've been listening to the songs, and I actually have to say they are very beautiful. They're very nice.
I think
they're good songs.
They're good.
So
and you have to hear them, especially like if you're a hardcore ABBA fan and you're like listening. You have listened to all these old songs for so many years. It is kind of different in a way, because it's not part of the old classic.
No, not yet.
Every all other song is a classic. Song.
The songs are really nice. So I have to say, I like the first one. I Still Have Faith in You. I think that's a really nice one. So it's nice. It's a nice.
And there's a Christmas song there.
Yeah.
I think that one also gets better and better.
Well,
there's nothing bad to say about ABBA,
You know, I'm not into Christmas songs until Christmas. Also December anyway.
But you heard it.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not? When it's in the middle of the record and it's vinyl, you can't just go and press a button and skip it. So that's vinyl for you. Yeah. No, but it's good. I appreciate.
It's good.
I appreciate the album, and we've been listening to it all. We went and picked it up on Friday.
Yeah.
And we've been listening to it all weekend. It's funny though. ABBA has some special connections, I guess, because usually when we go. When we get things shipped from internet, we usually have to go and pick them up at the supermarket because the supermarket has a post office. Yeah. But for the ABBA, we just went to
the gas station.
The gas station.
They have an agreement.
ABBA has a deal with the gas station.
No, I think the record shop has a deal.
Oh, okay. So and the gas station has
there's like a cabinet.
Yeah, and then they have their stuff
with a lock.
There. Yeah.
So when we buy records, we have to go to the gas station. If we get other stuff, we go to the grocery store.
Yeah, we don't have any post offices anymore. I mean, in Norway, maybe there are post offices in the big cities, but in the districts or in the rural areas, like the area where we live, there's no post offices, and the post offices have been kind of embedded into certain supermarkets. So. You go to the supermarket, you buy your grocery, you buy your stamps, you get your packages and all that. And so that's the development here.
Times are changing.
Yeah.
And so is ABBA. A little bit.
Yeah, well, not much. I mean, but you know what? I mean, they haven't changed much. They haven't evolved because they split up. Yeah. But they still write great songs. I mean, you have to give them that.
I think so.
So... you know what they say? They say that if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So I think ABBA went that route. And now, after listening to the album a couple of times, I think it was a really good route to go. Yeah. Because really, why change something that works?
We need to have an ABBA day again. Start with the oldest songs and then just play through all of them. And all the the solo albums from Frida and Agneta.
Yeah.
I think we have almost all of them on vinyl.
We do? Oh.
The really
Well,
old ones.
I mean, you do, because those are things you bought in your youth.
Oh, I bought some after we met.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some of the Frida and one of the Agnetas.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah,
were,
yeah.
like, so old, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because I didn't know about them before ABBA came, and these records are before
Yeah, you're right.
they
Yeah.
became ABBA.
Okay.
So that's the good news. That's a good
Mhm.
news. That's the most exciting thing.
Yeah, that and the moose that Freya has been barking. She's calmed down now,
Yeah.
which is
So-
good. She probably understood that I was a little annoyed with her.
Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, I don't mind her barking if it's just, now and then, but this is constant.
She's always barking.
And then she makes Helmer bark.
Yeah.
And then when she has her period and we have to send her away so that they don't,
Yeah.
go cray-cray, then Helmer is really quiet.
Yeah. Then he's like.
We don't hear him. We don't hear a single sound. And
Sometimes
then-
we are like, "Where's Helmer?" Because
Yeah.
we can't see him. Because even if he's big, he's hiding,
yeah.
and he's so quiet.
And then 3 weeks after, Freya comes and then he starts barking. So she's the instigator, I have to
Yeah.
say, and
He's
she's the
learning-
boss
He's
too.
learning from the best.
And she's the boss too. What's she doing now?
No.
She's
He's-
sleeping
he's-
under the table now.
They're both sleeping now.
Is Helma here as well?
He's sleeping on my side. You see?
Oh,
You
okay.
can't see him.
They're both here. Okay, well, as long as they're quiet, I'm fine. They have been very helpful though. Both Freya and Helmer wanted to support the channel and do something for the channel, so they are
Yeah,
doing.
So we have the cup with Freya as Rudolph and Helmer
A
like
Santa.
the Santa, or yes, the Christmas.
Yeah, you can see it a lot bigger in this one. So they dressed up as Santa and Rudolph, and they're helping us with our merchandise. So this year you can buy these limited edition Freya and Helmer designs.
Yeah.
Just go to arnecarlos.com and select merchandise from the menu.
And we have a red beetle this
Yeah.
year. Last year it was the color of our beetle.
Mm.
Now it's red.
Yeah,
And also for the cup.
and the cup. So
I'm gonna have a collection of beetles in every color.
and then we've got the sweaters that have us sitting in the car, which are also quite fun.
Yeah.
But we couldn't put them in the mug because then
It
if you
gets
put
so
them
blurry.
in the mud, they get so blurry. So
Yeah.
we decided to take the drivers out of the coffee mug.
Mm. And we got a gift. I think it's actually for you, Carlos.
Yeah.
We got a sweater from the USA.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. We
This is
did.
a gift.
It is
for
really
a
beautiful.
Collection.
Yeah. We did an event by Zoom in Chicago, and
Someone
were-
asked if
there was a Q&A after the event was over, and somebody asked if we could if they could send us a sweater.
So this goes
and-
to the collection.
And we said yes, and we're gonna put this in our archives. It's a very Norwegian sweater. It
Did you
says,
try it on?
Yeah, I tried it on,
It's a little bit short, maybe on the sleeves, but that's no problem.
and it says handmade in Norway by Vigdis Design, and moose,
Smooth, smooth.
and it's the 8 libro, so the 8 pointed star, and then it has a non-rib cuff. A cuff that is also knit in color work, which
Mhm.
has the just a square, like a checker pattern.
Yeah.
And we learned about the 8-pointed star when we met Anemor. 8-pointed star or 8 libros is a symbol of resurrection,
Yeah.
and you would never wear this design when you were young. So the 8-pointed star was something you would only wear after your confirmation. We learned that.
We learned that from all
And then we also learned that it symbolizes resurrection. So you would be, you could be buried in something with
Yeah.
this design, I suppose. And also, what was it we learned as well? Oh yeah, that it also meant protection. So this was a design, a sweater design that people would wear when they went out of their town.
So it was on the underwear, something like
Mhm.
the
The night shirts, yes.
Yeah.
So.
So this is nice.
Yeah.
So thank you for the gift. It was from.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is the little message. It's from let's see, Maggie and Margaret
Maggie and Mark.
from Illinois,
From Illinois. Thank you, Maggie and Mark.
and they write, "Dearest Arne and Carlos, hope the sweater doesn't disappoint. what does it say? Hope the sweater doesn't disappoint. If not in your wardrobe, but in your collection.
I think it goes in the collection. I think it's a little bit too short on the sleeves.
Yeah, the sweater does not disappoint. It's a beautiful sweater. It's very well knitted. Thank you so much. We love it. The sleeves are a lot too short for either of us because we're actually quite tall. So we're going to put it in our archives anyway because it is worthy of that.
What I see now, Carlos, see the pattern there? That's like a little crystal. It's almost like the one the one we have on this year, one of this year's Christmas trees.
Yeah, that's cool.
See?
That's very cool. And I was saying, talking about the symbolism of the 8-leaf rose pattern and what it means and how people would have worn it in the past. We did a series back in August that we published in September from Setesdal. And there is an episode there about the iconic Norwegian sweaters from Setesdal, where Annemor Sundbø, our friend / relative, where she tells us a lot about the symbolism and the history. So if you haven't seen that episode and you're interested in learning more about the history of the knitting patterns and what they actually mean, because they all have a meaning, just go there, go to that, just visit our YouTube channel, which you're in already, and check out the Norwegian crafts tradition with ARNE and CARLOS, and look for the episode called History of the Iconic Norwegian Lice Sweater or lusekofta. And Annemor explains it much better than we could ever, what the different patterns actually mean and why the sweaters look the way they do. It's very interesting if you haven't seen it. And now I see the crystal there as well. So
and this is like a nightshirt because it's all over.
Yeah,
like she talked about.
She talked about that. She actually mentioned that in the past the sweaters were nightshirts. They were not sweaters, but nightshirts. And then they eventually became sweaters in more modern days. So there's a lot of information there. She's amazing, and I do want to bring her back to our channel because I felt that with Annemor we were just scraping off the surface.
Yeah, there's so much there. And actually, I want to bring her to our knitting cruises when we start.
We do, yes.
When we start with the knitting cruises again, I think she should come and be a guest.
So Annemor, if you actually, I don't know if you watch this podcast, but if you do. I'm sorry you had to find out through here.
No, but we mentioned
We'll call you.
We mentioned
we
it.
Did?
I talked about it when we were there. So
yeah, I want to include her as well. I want to, when we start doing our knitting cruises again, I agree. I want to include her. I want to invite her on the boat for
I think it's nice
lecture.
because she's actually know what she's talking about.
Oh yeah.
And there's like the world is full of experts, and do they really know what they're talking about?
Many
Not
don't.
always.
But she does.
But she knows.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah.
So Annemor, see you in the next cruise. And since we're talking about that, I suppose we can update on the cruise situation. So the cruise situation is that we still don't have anything we want to announce. Because, as we all know, the pandemic is very unreliable. And, Norway, one day they get rid of all the restrictions. The next day, the cases are going up in Europe. Yeah. So it's still a little bit, here and there. So if you're on the waiting list and you haven't heard anything, it's not because you missed an email. It's because we are still waiting. Waiting for the right time to start.
We hope next year.
Yeah.
If nothing happens again, but you never know.
Right now, you never know. But hopefully we will resume soon.
Because we need to get out again. We need to meet people. We need to be get new influences,
impulses and stuff. Yeah. But we are planning. We're planning at least 2 cruises next year, and hopefully they will happen. And we'll see. We will see.
Hopefully before we retire.
Hopefully. And if you're on the waiting list, that's a little added bonus that we will be next year. We will be inviting a few, or we hope to invite a few experts to join us on parts of the cruise. Yeah. Which we really think will be a great idea.
It would be nice.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, you lifted up the Christmas ball, and so. in case everybody's wondering, the Advent calendar this year is actually the mini sweaters here. And the mini sweaters are, there are 24 of these, and they're all unique. They're really, really cool. And we're doing an Advent calendar on YouTube as well. So there's going to be like a little, you know, we're going to pop in for 2 minutes and 32 seconds every day.
Is this mine or yours?
Hey, I think this is mine. And this
this is for you.
Oh, okay.
I put something in there. I remember what it is now.
And I wonder what this is.
I know what it is. I think you know if you... But don't say it out loud. You know.
No. No, I don't know everything that is in the sweater. Anyway, we've started to plan our Advent calendar now. So we are in the process of filling them with little treats, and we're going to be doing a little reveal every day in December. And it's not a tradition in our house. This is going to be the first year we do an Advent calendar.
We haven't used that.
We've never done that before.
But now with these sweaters, we will do it every year.
Yeah, and and what you fill them with is really up to you. You can do it really simple, huh? A poem a day. Yeah. You just download them from YouTube, or sorry, from the net, from the internet, and put them in, and you read them to your loved ones. You could do that, or you could do candy, or healthy treats,
small stuff,
if you want.
Yeah.
Or little tokens, gifts that you've bought throughout the year. Nothing expensive, and keep the waiting time a little bit fun, I guess, and you know, anticipate every day there's a little treat. So we're gonna start on December 1st, and we hope you'll join us. And it's gonna be every day. The Advent calendar is gonna replace Sit and Knit for a bit, and also our Sunday episodes. There's still gonna be Sunday episodes. They're gonna be longer. But they're going to have the calendar element in the episode. So last year I think we posted an Advent episode and a calendar episode on Sundays. But this year we've consolidated them and made longer videos. So the Sunday videos are going to be longer, and then the weekday videos are going to be just like the 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Yeah, I think it is. Or something. We're planning. We don't know yet.
And then we have matching balls also.
Yeah, and then we couldn't resist because the sweaters are so cool, the patterns are so lovely, and we couldn't resist, so we decided to do 24 new Christmas balls.
There's no Christmas without
balls. Yeah. So, and they all match, each day matches the sweater. So we're going to be revealing as well
a ball
a day in our calendar. And we've just uploaded the download into our web shop. So if you want to get the 24 Christmas balls from this year, go to arnecarlos.com and select shop patterns from the menu, and you can purchase the Christmas balls. And if you were not planning to knit the mini jumpers or sweaters, you may want to knit the balls, right? So they're available now. So just go to arnecarlos.com
and we will have a competition. You will hear more about the competition when it starts. So it's if you have the balls or the sweaters, just post them, and we will tell you later maybe. There's
going to be a competition
with a very good price.
With a really great price actually. So and there's only going to be one lucky winner next year. And we decided to go random because last year I think we spent 3 days evaluating.
And you feel so guilty when you pick one because there's so many nice pictures, because it's like we said, like we should pick a nice picture, a good picture, and how can you pick a good picture?
So this year we are going to do it randomly. We're just gonna, the only criteria is going to be that the image has to be posted from between the 1st of December and midnight on the 23rd of December. Yeah. So December 23rd, 11:59, the contest will close. So that's going to be the criteria. And then we're going to just really randomly select, which actually is good for those who knit slowly. Yeah. Because if you, in those 23 days, don't manage to knit more than 3 rows on, for example, this Christmas ball, and you still post the image with the tags, you're still going to be eligible, because, you know, if we choose that, we choose that.
Maybe you only have the yarn and the needles.
Yeah.
On the picture. Maybe you didn't get further.
No, you need to get a little further than that. Otherwise, you're disqualified.
You think so?
Yeah. But as long as you cast on and knit a few rounds and we can see that it's actually the project, it will be accepted. So anyway, it's going to be fun, I hope, and we hope you'll enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. This is going to be the second advent calendar that we do. And I don't know, I mean, we're usually busy for Christmas. There's so much to do. So it's always nice to catch a little break.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you are baking cookies and decorating trees or, you know, whatever you're doing and you need a little sit down for those 2 minutes and 32 seconds, you just sit down and then we come in and cheer you up and then you can go back to doing your stuff. So I think it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
So, Carlos, what else is new?
Sewing machine is out. You can see a little bit of the machine here in the corner.
Yeah, we're going to start now.
I don't know what happened.
Slowly.
We stopped doing. I think we were fed up with folk costumes.
Yeah, there was so much other things to do. And
Like what?
Yeah, we were doing the calendar.
No, but after that, I don't know why, but we stopped. Last year we started sewing our folk costumes.
Why did we stop, actually?
Exactly. Why did we stop?
Oh, I remember, because we had to put the fireplace down, so the house was kind of dusty.
Yeah, but that was in the summer. Why didn't we finish the jackets in March?
Oh, I really don't know.
Who knows? Lazy, I guess. We were lazy.
That's actually a good point. Why didn't we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But here is my jacket from my folk costume. It looks like this right now.
And I've been looking now at the recipe,
Pattern.
the pattern. So now we're going to do it step by step. So the first thing we're going to do now is that we have to mark the seam allowance with a thread or with the kit. What's that?
Chalk.
Chalk. On your jacket, because the white one is not supposed to be steamed.
Okay.
And then on my jacket, which is black, we have to steam it first, and then we should mark the pieces. So, and then we have to start sewing some darts on the lining. No, the inside. What's in between the lining and the jacket. And I think all these pieces are now lying in a very like the order you should use it.
Okay, so don't screw it up.
When we start to open and move these things, we really have to be careful.
Shoulder pads.
Yeah. And I think we have to go to Lillehammer again when we're coming so far that we're going to do those piping and see how it looks in real.
We'll see if we get if we finish these on time for Christmas or not. That's going to be the big question.
I think we should.
Who knows?
I know. I really, if we can manage to do it, because it's a lot of work and it has to be perfect.
Well,
but you know, when you start, suddenly, if you go through the pattern and you do everything step by step, I think it will be kind of quick.
Buttons.
That's for the jacket.
Yeah.
There's no buttonholes on the jacket, so that's good. It's just buttons for decoration, and then there's a little bit of hand sewing, like embroidery.
There's an embroidery that I don't want to do.
No, I will do it.
Well, no, I'll do it. I'll do it, but
But it has to be. I guess it has to be. It probably says, because it has to be very perfect again.
But it's incredible, huh? That for a tailored jacket, they give you this. This is the pattern, and this is it. And it's like, okay. So
but it says you have to have a certain knowledge to even try to do it. So before you start, like it's not for people who have never sewn anything.
But this one says that you sew the this inner lining with the sewing machine in zigzag.
Yeah, Maria in the Husfriden said you could do it by sewing machine. Yeah, you put it under the
Arne, it says by sewing machine.
Yeah. But
So-
she said you could also do it by hand. That's what they did in the old days, but she's doing it with sewing machine.
She said you could do it by hand, but it does say to do it on a sewing machine, which is a relief. That one alone actually gives you.
And you just have to hold it like you kind of, what do you say? You shape it like this as it goes through the sewing machine with a big zigzag.
Yeah.
And this way you shape, and that's like the lining is could be on the shoulder in the
Yeah.
front.
I've never done that before. Have you?
No, because like when I went to school, we didn't do tailoring that way. We did tailoring like pattern construction for factories, because this was for mass production for the fashion industry. It was not haute couture,
Okay.
like handmade. So we didn't use all this stuff in the jackets.
So now we're gonna make a haute couture jacket.
Yeah. So when I made that suit for you when you went to that marriage in the Philippines,
The wedding, yeah.
the wedding, I made you a whole suit, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So we know how to make it, but that one didn't have all that stuff inside.
Yeah, that's true. So it was a simple.
It was more like a factory-made suit, not with all the things inside.
You mean like the
Yeah, the vatolin. or
yeah,
what
the
you
inner
call it.
linings
Yeah.
and yeah.
Just use the flisseline on the parts. Some
Mhm.
parts.
Yeah, so
So it's different. It's different. But you know, when the school I went to was not a sewing class. We didn't take sewing classes in that way. It was it wasn't focused on like you had to learn it and you had to do it, but it was more about design.
yeah.
But we know how to do it.
Yeah, I mean the basics are there, and even if you've never done that particular thing, you still understand it.
So, but the first thing we have to do now is to take our measurements again, and we have to measure on the garments because things could have changed since this was cut. So
Things have changed. I can
things
guarantee you
have
that.
changed since that time.
I got back in shape, so not only do we have to do this jacket, but I have to sew in my vest and my pants because they are too big. I tried them the other day. They're massive.
And my trouser is too big, and there's so much fabric in the back. So I'm gonna cut away something.
Yeah,
I really don't want to have all that fabric.
cut away a little bit of the excess fabric and hope that you don't gain any weight in the future. I guess.
A bit like last Christmas when we used them the first time, it was so warm around the waist because there's so much fabric in the back. So I'm gonna cut it out,
But all of it.
a lot of it.
Yeah, but don't cut out all. You still want to be able to expand.
I can keep, but I don't have like 20 centimeters.
No, you're not going to expand that much.
That's
but,
like 40 centimeters
yeah.
more.
But keep something of it.
I keep something, but not all that.
I mean, keep a reasonable quantity.
A reasonable
quantity. Yeah.
So, that's life.
Yeah, it's a tough life.
It's a hard life.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah. Anyway, it is that time of the year now. So hopefully we'll be able to make the jacket and do the podcast for Christmas.
Yeah.
And do all the baking that we're gonna be doing, and then we have to go and get a few Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
But we're not giving each other any gifts this year, are we?
I think we have enough.
We have enough with the
calendar.
advent calendar, and I think that it's
I
enough.
think it's starting to get lighter outside, so it seems like the light is coming
Yeah.
and going. Maybe we should pull the curtains.
Pull the curtains.
Take the light out.
Oh yeah, take those lights out.
Okay. See, because I just saw in the camera
Yeah.
that we're coming and going.
Yeah, that'll be a little better.
Maybe this helps. So you can't see the beautiful view anymore. Look,
Yeah, that helps.
it helps.
Yeah, it does.
It was, I just saw that we were dark. We were like mysterious.
Yeah. So today we may cut our podcast a little bit shorter than usually. I mean, usually we do 15 minutes. Maybe today we'll do 13 minutes or something like that because we're going to the optician.
We have our yearly control.
Eye checkup.
Eye
Yeah.
checkup. So that's like part of the deal we have with the eye, or the store who sell glasses.
Yeah.
So once a year we have to go and check our eyes.
And Arne, I think, is going to get, because we have a subscription of for our eyeglasses. So we do our subscription includes 3 frames. So for example, I have one regular frame or one regular pair of glasses that I use on a daily basis. Yeah. Then I have a special one for when I sit in front of the computer, because I have some issues with both my sights, like the nearsighted and the farsighted thing. So I have computer glasses, and then I have a pair of sunglasses with a prescription to see from afar. And you have something similar, but you have a pair of glasses for the garden.
Yeah.
And then a pair of glasses for your daily use.
This is like the daily use, and then the glasses for the garden is like a very cheap
A very
frame.
cheap one, yeah.
And then I have sunglasses, and I took a very
Ugly.
cheap one because
Ugly.
I hardly never use sunglasses. But now this summer we were driving the Beetle and also the other car,
And you use them.
and I used them, and it was actually suddenly I liked to use them, because normally I don't use sunglasses because I can't see anything, but this has the strength.
Yeah, the prescription.
Yeah, so is it today? If I'm going to change my sunglasses, I have to do it today?
Yeah, they called us in for an appointment and they said bring all your glasses. So we need to bring 6 pairs of glasses with us, and you can change one.
Oh, yeah. I think I will change my sunglasses. I want something big and fabulous.
Yeah, yeah. No, but part of the subscription is that you can change one after a year.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to change, but yeah, you should definitely change your sunglasses.
I don't want to change this. This I like.
Yeah.
I will keep this as long as I can. And the other one is fine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they may change the glass.
Yeah. That might happen.
Because the glass is free, they change you. Well, it's part of the subscription. If our eyesight has changed, they'll change the glass inside. But the frame we have to keep. But we can change one frame.
And which are you changing?
I don't know.
Your daily glasses? Or?
These are my daily. I might change these. Yeah.
I think these are
but
nice.
I like these.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, this subscription thing sounded like a good idea, but I don't think I need to change anything. I'm very happy with
I think
what
all
I
of
have.
yours are nice.
Yeah.
But my sunglasses is not nice. And we don't have to change glasses to be fashionable. Because we don't care about that.
No, not really.
No, not really. So,
Well, maybe a little bit.
not much. But I have sunglasses, I want something big
And fabulous.
fabulous. So I want to look like $1 million when we drive the Beetle.
Yeah.
When I leave the car, people will think, oh, who's that eccentric old guy?
Yeah.
No, young guy.
Young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
That's a good goal, actually.
It's a good goal.
Yeah. So we're going there. That's
I'm going from boring to fabulous.
Well, you're not boring.
Sometimes.
I think you're fun and fabulous. Don't change.
I was more fabulous when I was younger.
I think you're fabulous.
Because then I
now.
dressed up like in more fabulous clothes and
Yeah, well.
colors and stuff. You know, there was a fashion shop in Lillehammer who actually offered me clothes because I dared to wear them.
Really?
Yeah.
You got free clothes?
No, they offered me, but I was so shy, so I didn't do it.
Oh.
Is that stupid?
Well, it's nothing stupid, but I would have done it if I were you.
I remember
Free
I
clothes.
bought like a trouser, like a riding trouser, you know?
Yeah, jodhpur.
Yeah, the one like very tight legs, and then you had those.
Yeah, I think they're called jodhpurs.
Yeah, that was like fashion in the 80s, and I bought one of those, and I was wearing them to school and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had another one which was like padding on the knees, and there was like a, what you call it, gylfen.
The zipper.
The zipper thing was like locked, like something going like this.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And when I bought that trouser, the lady in the shop said, if there's something you want, you can have it, just to promote the shop.
Oh wow.
And
Well,
I
lucky
said,
you.
no, thank you. I think I'm fine with what I
Yeah.
have. Stupid. You didn't know that. I didn't,
I didn't
tell
know
you.
that. I didn't know that.
You haven't seen my wardrobe from the 1980s.
No, I haven't. I'm that's why I'm quiet.
I
now.
was fabulous.
I'm thinking what you must have looked like.
But you saw my shoes from the 90s.
Yeah, your very pointed ones. They're
No,
cool.
the other one, the high one.
Oh, the plateau. Did you ever wear them?
Yeah. I bought them in Paris.
I know, but did you wear them other than for a party?
Yeah, I did for a while that summer.
They're about this high.
I was so tall. And this was during the, the techno age.
Yeah, the house-
everything was,
Yeah.
the platform shoes came back, and I remember those shoes were so expensive, and I bought them in a shop in Paris, and when I was paying the hotel room when I was going back, there was no money left.
Oh.
I paid the hotel room, and then I used to spend too much money on the shoes. And I remember, luckily, there was a Norwegian girl who also took this designer course in Paris with me, and her boyfriend came. So I could be with them in the taxi to the airport, so I could get home.
Oh, okay, because you couldn't afford to get to the
I didn't
airport.
have money for the taxi.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was young and stupid.
Not stupid, but you were young.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been
not
young.
that young. So I must have been stupid. But what do you? That was like, what don't you do for a nice pair of shoes?
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, definitely.
Actually, we should bring those shoes to the podcast. Maybe
day.
I should wear them one day and
Yeah.
stay next to you. Then I will be taller than you.
Oh yeah. You'll be like about this.
But that's like a fashion thing. You buy it because you think it's so cool,
And then you never wear it.
and then you wear it for just a
Yeah.
few weeks, and then it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. I have that with a jacket I bought a few years ago.
That jacket is beautiful, but you haven't used it a lot.
Of course not, because it's one of those things you buy it and it's a.
But that's a jacket you can't wear anywhere. Like, you can wear it if you go to Japan, to Tokyo. You can wear it in New York, or you can you can wear it in Paris and London. But if you wear that jacket in the grocery shop up here,
Well, I remember.
you are a little bit strange.
I remember I did in 2017. I had it with me to the US. That's the year I bought it.
Yeah.
And then when we were in Seattle, somebody came up to me and said, "You look like a college boy." And that was like,
The end of it.
and then with my white hair, I'm thinking, what they're telling me is that I'm not dressing age appropriately. So after that,
But I think you
been-
shouldn't think about that. You remember that advanced style?
Yeah.
We have that book. It's called Advanced Style.
Mm.
What's his name? Ari Cohen.
Yeah.
He takes pictures of old people who dress fabulous.
Mm.
Actually, we have a friend who's in that book.
Yeah, we do.
There's a
yeah.
picture of her in that book. She's dressing fabulous.
Yeah.
And there's also videos on YouTube you can watch. And I have to say, I think those people are so cool because
Very
they are
cool.
dressing so. It's so stylish. Some things are a little bit strange, but still it's stylish.
And they have a strong personality.
Yeah. So we should
Which actually
think-
matches the bravery of their.
Yeah, I don't think we
style.
need to think about age and clothing all
No.
the time, but I don't know. If it's too fashionable, it can be very.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So,
Strange.
so after I bought that jacket, I said to myself, or after somebody commented that, I said to myself, I'm never again ever gonna buy a fashion piece. I'm gonna buy something that is well made and of good quality, but it's classic because that's something at least I'll wear and it won't end up in the closet.
I prefer to go and do secondhand shopping
Yeah.
because then you can find something really nice. You can find things from the 70s or the 60s.
The vintage is nice.
Yeah, vintage, and that is so nice. But then again,
And the thing
there's
with
no
vintage,
vintage around here.
no, not
So-
here. But if you go to the big cities, yeah. But
Yeah.
the thing I love about vintage is that because everything was so well made. Now it's all fast fashion, but
Yeah, some of
in
old
the
pieces
past,
are-
everything was so well made, and if you buy a vintage piece, you can actually get pretty close to couture, but at a very reasonable price. At least you're buying something that is incredibly well made. You know, the buttons and the buttonholes will be handmade probably, and the whole cut of the garment will be, you know, done in a very, very good way, unlike today's fast fashion. And you'll be saving the environment as well, because it's something that already exists.
I was thinking
So-
about that the other day, it's a few weeks ago. We went to one of the shops in Oslo, remember? And we were looking at, actually we were buying underwear, but we were looking at what was in there. And there's a lot of plaid or tartan.
Yeah, plaid shirts.
There's a lot of those shirts in the shops. They're like everywhere.
And they're so expensive
in the
too.
men's departments, and they're expensive. And when you look at them, it's just a tartan. And you can
Yeah.
find something similar in a thrift shop.
Yeah, I
So-
agree.
Like, it's just, I really don't see why you should buy a new color combination when you can get an old one cheaper, and the color combinations are
like that plaid
almost
shirt,
the same
like that plaid shirt we saw that was like very expensive. It was so expensive, and it's ridiculous because you could probably find a similar one in a thrift store for $10, $20, $30.
like you can go into any thrift shop in Norway. If they have like clothes, there's always a lot of shirts with tartan.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that was a digression.
Yeah, definitely a big one. Anyway,
What did we talk about?
well, we were talking about how we had to leave early because
we have to go to.
we are going to go to the optician.
That was me becoming more fabulous. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go to the optician so Arne can become more fabulous. And hopefully you'll get a new pair of. You can exchange your ugly sunglasses to something new and.
Yeah, maybe
stylish.
I get them in 2 weeks or something.
Maybe.
Where
Yeah.
are we in 2 weeks? Is it December?
Oh yeah, but we'll be here, I guess, in Norway.
But then I can put them on in the next year.
Well, but you know,
I
if
can do a pod. Just sit with the glasses.
yeah, but
and
if you're driving the car and it's sunny, you'll need them. So yeah. So anyway, we got to go pack our glasses. We have to bring 6 pairs of
where's
glasses
my
to the
sunglasses
optician.
now?
I have them in.
Okay.
I have control of everything right now.
Thank you.
So I'm in control of Arne's glasses because I knew that we had to find them and take them with us. So we're going to go to the optician now. Freya and Helmer are going to get a little sad because we're going to leave them.
Oh, we have to take a walk again before.
Yeah, before that we have to walk them, and we'll go away and then we'll come back next week to hang out with you guys. We've got 2 more sit and knit for a bit to go before the advent calendar starts, and actually 1 more Sunday episode before the Christmas frenzy begins because in Norway anyway. Or Scandinavia, Christmas. The Christmas countdown actually begins on the 1st of Advent, and that is the first Sunday of Advent. Sorry, and the first Sunday of Advent in 2022 is actually on November 28th because the Christmas. I don't remember what day Christmas Eve is on, but actually the Advents are the 4 Sundays before.
So Christmas Eve is probably in the middle of the week.
Yeah, exactly. So that we don't get the four Sundays of Advent in December this year, but one is in November. Yeah. So November 28th will be the beginning of our Christmas countdown, and we'll be doing some of I don't know. I think
some Christmas stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
So we look forward to doing that. We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of Sit in It for a Bit, and if you did, please give us a big thumbs up or 2 if you want, and comment and engage with our content if you like. That's really nice. It does help us a lot.
Yep.
And click on that notification button so that you never miss an episode, and be sure to subscribe to the ARNE CARLOS YouTube channel. There's a great family there, and also our newsletter if you want to stay up to date. And we've got patterns at arnecarlos.com, including the 24 new Christmas balls for 2021, which we launched recently on our web shop. And you can go there and you can get these as well as the advent calendar patterns and a lot of other fun patterns. We've also released 2 new Christmas stockings with Rowan. They're also on our web shop, and one of them is inspired by the tale of the 2 Scandinavian princes, and it is a stocking that has Christmas trees and Volkswagen Beetles from 1968. So we hope you'll enjoy that as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, and now we have to see what weather is.
Bye.
The sun is coming.
Sun is coming.
It's not snowing.
It's not snowing. Sun is coming. Let's go out with the dogs.
Yeah. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.